Well, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, actually, since it's 1:30. Welcome to Let's Get Together, Dementia Friendly Fort Worth program. And this program is being recorded for future viewing on our YouTube and other media channels. So I do want to say an extra special thank you to AeroCares by Lockheed Martin employees and also Hesta Stewart Christian Trust for grant funding for the program. And I'm Heather, your host, and we are going to be doing Flashback. It is Wednesday, December 14th, and I have never done Flashback with this group of folks, so I'm excited to get going. Have you guys ever done the Flashback program before?
No.
Never, ever, ever? Oh,
I've
my
once.
stars. You did once, Mary? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I like it. Let me start the slideshow and we will walk through the basics of it. Flashback is a program where we show pictures and images of things from years past, and we talk about our stories and our memories around that image. So here are just a few clips, a little taste, if you will. What in the world is this blue car in the bottom right, or about on the middle ways on the right side of the screen?
It looks like a Corvair, and I used to have one.
Did you? What color was your Corvette, Miss Mary?
I think it was pale blue.
That's similar to that color, huh?
Yes.
Anybody else want to take a guess on what kind of car that is?
That's a Buick.
Jim, what kind of car, Jim?
Oh, it's a Buick.
Is it?
Buick.
Look at the front of the pin, front right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either a music or
I don't know.
Can anybody identify that emblem? I don't think I know what that is.
I don't either.
It
I
looks
guess
like
I
a
just thought-
Chevy to me. But
It's either a Chevrolet or a Buick.
Okay.
Chevrolet to me.
It does. Well, I was going to say it kind of looks like a Buick to me. I don't know what kind of car it is. I just thought it looked amazing.
well, a Corvair is a Chevy. It was a Chevrolet product.
What
And I
about
can't swear to that.
this Barbie doll? See the little Barbie doll with the striped bathing suit thing on?
I never had one, so I can't comment.
Never had a Barbie doll?
But I never
No.
had that one.
Me either.
Me either.
I never did either.
Did
What
any
is
of your
that?
Did
I wonder
any of
what
your
that
kids
is.
ever play with Barbie dolls?
Etsy wetties and all that.
No, we had by the time I had my kids, they were playing with other things, but not Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
They had other things to keep them company.
What
There are
kind of
some. There's a little girl that lives around the corner here, and she's a Barbie nut.
is she?
Yes, ma'am.
My gosh. The one thing I remember about Barbie dolls is if you're ever playing rough with them and the head pops off, boy, you can't get that head back on there.
It's hard. It was hard.
It doesn't want to stay.
We used to make clothes for her.
Yeah. Do you know anyone who had any of the accessories like the Barbie car or the
Yes,
suitcase?
We had the Barbie.
Mhm.
We had the Barbie car.
Did you?
Yeah.
Boy, I used to put some miles on that car.
Oh my goodness.
No?
You know they're coming out with a new Barbie doll, right?
No way.
They already have.
It's called the divorce doll. It
Get-
comes with all the Ken's things.
Oh my God.
Oh Lordy, Dusty, I had half a mind that you were going to be cracking a joke. Oh my stars. There's there's a country music song I heard not too long ago, and it's a guy singing it, and he was talking about how when he was young, he had a toy truck, and he said, and in the bed of this truck, I hauled the neighbor's Barbie's furniture around. She was moving, and so I hauled around her furniture and stuff like that. He said, boy, there's something about a pickup, man. He said, even the girls next door hauling her Barbie furniture around, boy, they sure liked a pickup truck, man.
I think I've heard that song.
Yeah.
I think there's a Barbie movie that's coming out real soon. I saw some promos for it.
Oh, really?
Not again.
Malibu Barbie and Ken.
That's too funny. What
Hmm.
about this? What about the green stamps? What do you
I've
remember
collected
about
a
green
million of them.
stamps? Hmm?
I collected 1,000,000 of them.
Did you ever turn them in for anything fun?
Yes, and it was usually baby diapers.
Oh, that's more of a necessity. That's not. It doesn't
Collected
sound
them out
fun.
of me. Yeah.
I handed out a lot of S&H green stamps.
Oh, did you?
When I was a senior, I was in the what they call a DECA program, where you got out of school at 1 o'clock and went to work.
Uh-huh.
And I went to work in a fur food grocery store.
Okay.
And Wednesdays was double stamp day.
Yeah, buddy.
And I never went to school on Thursday my whole senior year. So I usually worked anywhere from 12 to 14 hours. We'd check all day and stock and then regroup and order. And time we got home was many hours past.
My gosh. Well, time does fly whenever you're working that many hours, as long as you're staying busy.
Yeah.
Where did you say you worked when you were in high school?
Fur Foods at Levelland.
I don't guess I'm guessing they went out of business. They're not still in business, right?
It may be a regional thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not sure, but I think Luby's Cafeterias is part of that company.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't seen a Luby's in a long time.
I know. I was gonna say, I remember eating at Luby's after church on Sundays. That or the Black Eyed Pea.
We had Piccadilly. That was a good cafeteria in Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are some other? I don't remember any cafeterias that were open years ago that are still open. Most of them have closed, the traditional ones, right? Do you know of any that are
Right.
still open?
No.
I don't either. That's a doggone shame. Maybe we should get together and open one up. Start a new trend.
I'll buy that.
All the old dishes that we used to have.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Well, Miss Pat, I might sucker you into cooking since I don't cook, and I hear you're a pretty good cook.
Oh, you just bait me in. You're not cute.
Oh, man. Hey, did anybody else collect the green stamps besides Miss Mary?
I did.
Did you? Did you trade them in for
Yeah.
anything good?
I got we got one of those baskets that you put the groceries in. We got one of those, and I think Mama got a fishing rod from over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she loved fishing.
Yeah, you collect enough of them, you might get yourself something pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's keep on going.
Uh-huh.
Either of these look familiar?
It's
What
howdy
time
doody
is it,
time.
boys and girls?
Howdy doody.
It's howdy doody time.
Howdy doody time. Yeah.
Get that thing right here.
What's that, Miss Pat?
Wasn't the guy's name Buffalo Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. His name is Buffalo.
And
Buffalo Bob.
Clarabelle the clown.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Mr. Jim, did you ever watch Howdy Doody?
What's that, Jim? Yeah,
Did you like watching Howdy Doody?
yeah, I remember it had good, there were a lot of,
Yeah, he was a hoot. He kept
yeah,
you laughing the whole time.
I don't remember right now, but I do know that it was really, had a good time with it.
Well, it's good. What about this little guy on the other side? This little toy. Do you guys recognize this toy, number 8?
I can't tell you the name of it because the brain doesn't function. But it was a whole bunch of them, and they all had different hair colors.
This is true. I think kind of in the background you can see one with pink hair too. But boy, those eyes sure look funny. The whole thing looks funny. I don't know why they were ever so popular.
What are they
Oh,
called?
neat.
I think it's called I think they were called little troll dolls. Trolls?
That's what they were. That's what they were. Trolls.
Mhm.
And is a troll supposed to be something evil?
No, I think this was supposed to be like a little play toy and you can brush its hair and collect the different colors and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I thought they were ugly.
But these eyes their eyes look
Yeah.
funny, don't they?
I think they were more
Uh-huh.
mischievous than evil, I think.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Trolls.
that kind of makes me think of the trend now you see, oh gosh, what's it called?
Those gnomes?
Yes, but
Thinking of
that's
the
not what I'm
gnomes?
thinking of. It's around Christmas time, the little elf. Elf on a shelf. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah.
It's a little elf and apparently there's a trend that you buy this elf and you introduce it to the kid. You know, maybe his name is Sam or something. And then when the kid goes to sleep at night, the parents move the elf around. So when the kid wakes up in the morning, the elf is in a new place, in a new position, and doing something mischievous. And I've seen some videos where the kid is asleep and the parent will draw glasses on the kid while they're asleep and a little mustache. And then when the kid wakes up in the morning, the elf is on his nightstand with a marker in his hand. And the kid goes to the bathroom and Sam drew on my face, you know, and they just get all excited. But this elf on a shelf is supposedly mischievous at night when the kid is sleeping. So I think it's kind of maybe a new version of this troll.
You want this jacket?
Let's check these out.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Oh, Lord, Pac-Man.
When is the last time you saw anything related to Pac-Man?
Can't remember back that far.
Batman.
No, huh?
Did you ever play a video game or watch anyone
Oh,
play
yeah.
this game?
My kids did.
Your kids did?
Yeah,
Yeah, we played it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they did.
I had a friend that had a pizza place and he had one of those machines and that was the only one he had in there. But me and him would sit and play that for a long time.
Oh man. I used to play it until I had little sore spots on my thumbs. And then I would sneak out and I would go get some ice and I'd stick my thumbs in the ice. And then I'd come back, I'm ready to go again.
You were hardcore, Heather.
Oh my goodness.
I was on a mission to win.
I'm laughing thinking about how you had to go to a physical arcade with a machine to be able to do any of this. And nowadays people do it right in their back pocket on their phones and on their computers.
Yes.
Yep.
It's something strange.
Yep.
Huh.
And how the first computers and arcades and everything were huge. They were huge. Size of a room or a building and then now it's just like this. No big deal.
Okay.
we had one of the first on the TV games that came out, and it was called Pong. Do any of you remember that
Yeah.
one?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that was the very first one.
Yep. All the kids in the neighborhood came to our house to play Pong.
Play
That was
what?
very
funny.
bad.
Pong.
Oh,
How long-
okay.
How long ago was that, Mary?
Oh goodness, my kids are 57 and 56 years old, and it was back when they were early teens.
That was over 30 years ago, not that long ago.
That's a long time to me.
Let's see what else we've got on here. Did
Oh,
dear.
anyone
yeah.
wear?
Oh, swimming cap.
A bathing cap.
Yeah.
I never had one that fancy for sure, but I saw Esther Williams with one on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. It makes me think of Esther Williams,
Yep.
synchronized swimming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did the swimming caps really and truly keep their hair from getting wet?
No.
That wasn't what I don't guess that was really what they were supposed to do.
What's the purpose of them then?
Well, I don't know. They don't make them wear them now, except in, professional things, and that's strictly to cut down on the stuff that slows them down. In other words, with a cap on, they can go through the water faster than if
Okay.
their hair was loose.
Okay. Well, this definitely looks like it's more of an accessory, with the flowers and the matching lipstick. It looks like a
Yeah,
fashion statement.
right.
And then with that eye makeup, the minute she dips her head under that water, boy, that eye makeup's going to be dripping down her face. She'll be
Yep.
wearing it all over her cheeks and everything.
Yep.
Tell me who Esther Williams is.
She was a famous swimmer from years ago.
Movie star.
That's what she was noted for, was swimming.
Okay. So who had one of these swimming caps?
Like I said, I had one, but not fancy. It was just plain.
Okay.
white.
And you had
I
one
do.
too, Miss Pat?
Yeah. Had to wear.
What did
If you went into a public swimming pool, you had to have one on your head.
That's right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
What did y'all's swimming caps look like?
Mine was plain too, just like hers.
Just plain
Yeah,
Jane?
mine
Did
was
it have-
plain with no
Did
decoration.
it have the strap underneath your chin?
Uh-huh.
To hold it on.
You had to.
Okay. All right. In order to go to a public swimming pool, my gosh. Don't you know the tan lines these women got from that? My gosh.
You couldn't see mine.
Well, we already talked about the Barbie. Tell me about this bicycle on the right side.
Well,
Oh,
it's a boy's bicycle.
A swing. No, that's not a swing. What they call it?
the banana seat.
Banana
Banana.
seat.
Yeah, banana seat. But they called it something.
How do you know it was a boy's bike?
This girl's bike, it didn't have that rod across the middle.
That's right.
The girl's bike had a dip in it. But it was actually backwards. I think the boys' bike should have had the dip. From personal experience.
Uh-huh.
What kind of accessories would a kid put on this bike to doll it up?
Clothes,
You could put cars in the spokes.
Cards in the spokes? Uh-huh.
Put clothespins in them.
Oh,
did
all-
did clothespins make the same clicking sound?
Yeah.
No, you put the card on with the clothespin.
Oh, okay, that's how we did it.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to make it sound like a motor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You had handles with streamers.
Uh-huh. Yep. Did you have to tie on the streamers or did they jam in the end of the handle?
They went into the end of the handle.
Or a basket on the front or a bell on it or anything like that?
I
Yeah.
think it was just made like that with the thing. You just put it on later.
Uh-huh. Did anybody have a basket with a bicycle with a basket on it?
No.
I don't
No,
remember.
it would have been in the way when my son was riding his girlfriend around on it.
What about a bell? Anybody have a bicycle with a bell on it?
Oh yeah, that little round thing at the top, and you just keep it. Yes.
Cha-ching,
Push the
cha-ching,
little
cha-ching.
lever.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about a 10-speed bicycle? Did you ever have one where you adjust the
That was
speeds
too
on it?
expensive for us.
Me too.
Did your kiddos ever have one?
Nope.
I don't
Nope.
think so.
Who
I'm
taught
not
you how to ride your bicycle?
The street.
Just folks around the neighborhood?
I be driving. No, I be trying to ride my bicycle and stuff, and my butt kept hitting the street.
You mean the literal street?
I'm talking about a real street.
That's funny.
Mm.
Who else had somebody teach them how to ride a bicycle?
I taught myself. Our house, we had a driveway that went downhill and turned right into the garage. And that's the way I learned to ride. And I hit the trees at the end of the driveway more than I turned the curve.
Oh my God.
That sounds about right.
Yep. I
And
tell
then you
you,
had to go ahead.
the first time I tried to ride a 10-speed bike, the ones with the brakes on the front, first time I did that, I went head over the front when I put the
Oh
brakes.
my gosh.
Never ridden one since.
Were you wearing a helmet?
One on too fast.
No.
Throw you over.
No, I was an adult. I thought I knew everything.
Oh my God. I can see you just, if that front wheel doesn't start getting wobbly, boy, you got to hold on tight and lean your whole body to make that curve to the right.
Some kids learned how to use that front brake to bring the back up and then let it back down. Just instead of falling overboard, they just let it. It would make them the back wheel come up and then they'd go back down with it.
Did you ever learn?
I never did.
You never did?
I don't think I ever
Coastal
had a
brakes
bike
was
like
my
that.
fun.
Mr. Jim, did you learn to ride a bicycle?
I was probably like most boys would be like the one that you have here.
Okay.
You know.
I'm wondering how many.
Not with the Barbie.
Not with the Barbie, no. Good answer. Good answer. I'm wondering how many of you taught your kids how to ride a bicycle.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Did that make your heart go pitter patter, worrying about them falling over and skinning their knee?
Well, actually, no.
No? Dusty's shaking his head yes.
I just knew that it went along with the program. You know, you're going to fall until you do.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's how you learn, really.
I'm just saying that's part of my, experience.
It gives you incentive to stay on.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. And boy, if you catch yourself with your hands, you'd end up with little gravel pieces in your hands, and you get all scratched up.
And your knees.
And your knees, everything, get all banged up. Did you,
Are you
did you,
speaking from experience, Heather?
oh, of course. Of course. Did you have any rules for your kids when they started riding the bicycle? They couldn't go farther than so and so, or couldn't stay out
Oh,
later
yeah.
than?
Oh, yeah. They had to stay on the block. If anything that wasn't on that block, well, it's the front of it. Anything that wasn't on that block, you better not even go there.
Yeah, off
I'm
limits.
coming.
I used mine for transportation. I went everywhere on mine.
Did you? Did you ever have, Dusty, did you ever have to roll up your pants legs so it didn't get dirty or caught in the chain?
No, not that I remember.
Yeah.
But we usually wore jeans. They were pretty straight.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anybody ever tried riding a bicycle with a dress on? That takes some
I did.
creativity.
I did, but like I said, you know, that street is hard.
Like Dusty said, it's an incentive to stay on the bike.
Stay off of it.
Yeah, or stay off of it altogether, right?
Okay.
Let's do a couple more. Let's see. Well, we talked about the S&H green stamps. Tell me about these shoes on the left.
They're bronze baby shoes.
Bronze shoes, baby shoes.
My mama bronzed ours.
Oh, that's
Did
nice.
Boy,
Had
they
'em.
bronzed some one that had been used quite a bit.
It looks like it. Yeah,
they
the
were.
toes
Looks
have
like.
the toes were poking out. Who said, Dusty, did you say your mom bronzed yours?
Yeah. Mine
you
and my
ha-
brothers both.
Do you have them?
No, I don't. I don't remember the last time I saw them.
What's the process for bronzing them?
I'm sure they just dip them in. They melt the bronze and dip them in. I don't know.
Huh. Would you have to take it to a specialist to do that? I'm sure it wouldn't be a blacksmith. Would a blacksmith do that?
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, jeweler.
The only thing I remember is she had them done. I don't really remember anything about it.
Yeah. Would you start to say, Miss Pat?
I said, I think they took it to a jeweler.
Oh, a
You know,
jeweler would do it?
jewelry shop and come back and pick them up.
Okay.
That could be very well be.
Don't you know the cost of that bronze then versus now?
you
Boy,
bet.
it was pennies back then. Right now, it'd be in the hundreds.
Well, I haven't heard of anybody bronzing them lately.
Me
No,
either.
No.
I
It had
haven't
to be pretty cheap. It had to be pretty cheap then for mama to do it.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah, but I agree with you, Miss Mary. Looking at these were pretty well worn. Looks like their
Yeah.
toes were growing out of the shoes.
Uh-huh.
Somebody put some miles on those shoes.
Yeah.
Well, let's do one more real quick. Let's see here. Ooh, this dippity do.
Dippity-doo. Everybody had that.
Man,
I
for
like to
body.
play them.
We also have the rain bonnets.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Does anybody
work
still
good.
have a rain bonnet?
It doesn't look like that, but I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta
that's cool.
Got to keep your hair just so.
Well, mine is called an umbrella.
It's not even yet. You know, they do have these umbrellas that fit on your head, and it's like,
Yeah.
you know, have you seen those?
Yeah.
That'd mess up your hairdo. It kind of goes against everything this hair bonnet stands for.
Yeah.
Tell me about this dippity do. Miss Pat said everybody had it.
Yeah. When you shampooed your hair and then well, I guess you didn't have to shampoo your hair, but when you went to put it on rollers, you put some of that gunk in it to make it stay curly and full.
Okay.
yeah,
Keep it in place. Keep it styled just right. Did it have
Well,
a
and you-
smell? Do you
And
remember
you
the
use a rain
smell?
bonnet
Go ahead, Dusty.
then you use a rain bonnet to protect it.
Yeah.
True. Put in all that work, you got to protect it. Does anybody remember the smell of the dippity doo?
it had a fragrance to it.
I don't remember that, but I remember the permanent smell. Whoa,
Oh man, that sticks in your nose.
my mother and her twin, they did both of them at the same time.
I'd
I
knock
just
you
left.
over.
I just left the house.
I'd knock you over. Yeah.
When
You
we
said-
when I put it on, we used to take a paper bag and make rollers out of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. And would you twist up the paper bag so it is kind of tight, and then you'd roll your hair around it?
Yeah, but after I cut, get a piece off of there, you just strip them and then take it and tie up, and then you tie it up at the top after you got all the curls with the hair in there.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, I
Yeah,
see. Now, would the paper bag, did it have like a wax coating on it so it didn't stick to your hair or suck up the styling gel or anything?
no, it was just
It
they
came
was
out just
they were full of dippity do, period. No,
Oh, yeah.
it didn't have no kind. It not that back then they didn't have no protection on the bag.
Yeah.
Can
It's
I
just a
ask,
regular set bag.
Would you
Yep, they
start
sure
to say,
didn't.
Miss Mary?
I was gonna say, could I ask a silly question?
Go for it,
How
girl.
many of you miss getting paper bags at the grocery store instead of these plastic things?
that's one of the reasons I go to Aldi's.
Do they have paper bags?
Yeah, it costs you 12 cents a piece to get them, but you can carry them back as many times as you want to.
That is a little weird. You would think they would charge for plastic instead of paper.
Right.
You would think.
They don't even-
Kroger's got the brown bags. You have to ask for them.
And I think
Yeah.
Albertsons does too.
Yeah, you have to
Oh.
ask for them. I worked at Kroger's. They got brown bags.
I didn't know that.
Nice.
Well, our favorite Walmart does not have them at the
No,
store.
they do not. All they have is plastic. But back in 1991, they had
Uh-huh.
paper bags.
1991, 01,
They had
11,
paper
20.
bags.
That was more than 30 years ago.
For real.
If that don't make you feel old, I don't know what does.
So I'm not no spring chicken then, right?
It feels like that was just yesterday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's do one. I said this was going to be my last one, but let's do one more. I like this too much. This is too good. Ooh,
Oh,
these
the
lunch
lunch
boxes.
boxes.
Roy
Yeah.
Rogers. That's what I had.
You have Roy Rogers on your lunch box, your lunch pail?
Yep.
Anybody else carry a lunch pail, or do their kids carry a lunch pail?
My kids did, but I don't remember. I don't remember what was on it, if anything.
Gotta go to the bathroom.
Mine was I had Care Bears and the Smurfs on mine.
Oh, I like the Smurfs.
Mm-hmm. And here's the Flintstones in the bottom right. And then we got Scooby-Doo in the middle. And we've got Knight Rider on the bottom left. And you got the Muppets in the middle on the left. And you've got Gremlins. It was a popular show in the very center.
Yeah.
And then you got the Hulk on the right in the middle. And then across the top, you've got Dukes of Hazzard on the right.
Who is that?
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, okay.
Was it something and Bo Duke? Luke, is it Luke and Bo or Bo
Luke,
and Luke?
yeah.
Yeah,
Luke.
Luke. Yeah,
And then
But they weren't important. It was Daisy Duke that was
Daisy May.
important.
Daisy May was the reason.
she was the she made the show.
That's
Had
right.
nothing to do with the cool car or sliding across the top or running from the sheriff. It was all
Yeah.
about Daisy.
It's all about Daisy May and what kind of shorts you got on.
Oh my gosh. And then you got the Beverly Hillbillies on the top in the middle. And then I'm trying to see He-Man on the top left.
Mm.
I don't recall ever watching
I don't think
He-Man.
they had it. I don't think they had any of those.
Yeah.
They did have a whatchamacallit. And the baby boy, I think I got him, used Tupperware with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tupperware. little
Did
thing.
your kids ever carry a lunch pail that had characters like this on it?
They were kind of like this, but they well didn't have a lot of money, so we got what we could.
Mm-hmm. Did they carry a lunch pail in a lunch box, or was it in like a paper bag?
It was in a paper bag.
Uh-huh. I actually saw a brown paper bag lunch bags at the grocery store the other day, next
Oh
to the
my goodness.
Ziploc bags and the paper plates and stuff. I
Oh
thought,
my goodness.
wow, I haven't seen those in a long time.
Ooh, well, you shop here in Fort Worth?
I saw them at the Brookshire's,
Oh, okay.
west side of Fort Worth. Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen that. I'm over here and I ain't seen it.
Yeah.
I had to find that.
Yep. All right, you
Okay.
guys, that was pretty fun. I like that. We should do that more often.
Yep.
I'll tell Miss Martha she needs to have a doctor's appointment a little bit more often so I can do this with y'all.
She says she goes once a month to get her eyes checked.
Okay. Well, then maybe I'll see you next month doing this again.
That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the walk down memory lane. And
Thank you for taking us.
absolutely. And then we have at tomorrow we have Kate and Jet doing Pets Are Practical, and that's for all the programs tomorrow. And then for all the programs on Friday, we have Texas Wins, a lady named Pinky Simmons. And you'll see, if you see her, you'll know exactly why people call her Pinky. So
Oh,
join us tomorrow and Friday.
all
Okay.
right, y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Bye,
my friend.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.